Greetings, gamers. It's me, Johnny. It is the FC Andorra Road to Glory series, and we are pressing on ahead into this save now, and I am absolutely loving life with it. Just a quick look at the vision side of things. You can see how things are going there. It has been a tough run. We always kind of knew about it being a tough run, but we've got two massive games today, and I had to come back and show you these two. And it's going to be awkward for a reason that I kind of forgot about, and I'll explain that in a second. But you can see how things are going there. We are pressing ahead. I've got an affiliate club in Russia, so that we can improve our scouting knowledge. And I like how that when you click on it now, it gives you a thing. But we've got 27% world knowledge. I think I've had that as like high as 40, 50 in previous saves. But we're definitely going to try and push that as much as possible as we grow. We've got a very nice scouting range around and about. And Scandinavia, really good. South America, really good. Europe and things like that is looking really, really good. But yes, we've got Angie as a Russian sort of club there. I am turning the Russian league on because they do produce some decent youngsters, but I've got them in nice and early so that we've kind of got that knowledge of them, and we can try and bring in some of their players when they do eventually. We do get that league on, and the youthies are coming through in their stats. But yeah, lots of it still to cover. But I thought I'd quickly show you that one. In terms of some other things then, dynamics-wise, Team Keegan, he's struggling a bit, and I'm not super sure why. Now, obviously, there's loan players. The team is constantly chopping and changing because, yet again, we've had yet more injuries. There's far too many injuries for me in FM20. I'm going to put it out there. I've mentioned it a few times, but I think the kind of ratios of it are just too high. You just do not get this amount of injuries. And the thing is, I only have training at a reasonable level. I'm not like absolutely massively throwing tons and tons of training at them every single day and 17 billion sessions. They're getting plenty of rest days and things like that. But we're just getting so many injuries, and I've got plenty of physios. They're all really decent. We've got the doctor and sport scientist and all that kind of jazz. So it's not like, again, that we've not got anyone in that side of things. It just, it's a rarity if I get through a week without picking up 2 injuries. And yes, some of them might be 1 to 3 days, but others are weeks, and it just means I can never ever have a settled side, and it's just not realistic. Look at there's many teams out there that have settled sides week in, week out. I mean, Leeds, for example, we have our injury times, but then also we'll go like 6 games in a row with the exact same team. It just doesn't happen as regular as FM, I think, is doing in this game. But do let me know your thoughts on that. But that's just kind of my little sixpence on it. I think it's just a bit too much. But the thing is, you can't bring this sort of stuff up and SI go, well, you get injuries. Yeah, okay, sure. You can't really argue them on it because, yes, people get injuries. And the thing is, it's their game. They're very protected of it. And it's a really good game. But yeah, I think that one is just a bit too much. So in terms of squad, as things stand, I'll show you the schedule. So we met, you can see there's a few reds in there. We met for the Leganes and Valencia game. The 1-0 draw and the 2-0 defeat. That one where we probably should have done a bit better, but hey-ho. And this one where we kind of just capitulated. We then placed Eibar, who were below us, or nearby to us anyway, and yeah, just not the greatest of results, to be honest. 1-0 defeat, didn't play great, picked up 2 injuries. Pretty standard there. We then played Espanyol, who were above us. They're a good side. We had a man sent off in the 36th minute, not the greatest of games, quite a nitty-gritty kind of, not brilliant, but we were rotating. Like I said, it's every game I'm rotating. We've got weakened players out of position. Radovan Deric, our kind of youngster, was playing. And actually played pretty well, to be honest. Rico played well. Montero did all right, but then that man setting off. We had a penalty. Yeah, it just didn't go well for us, to be honest. Then we couldn't get back into things. We did, however, then bounce back against Real Zaragoza, who are another decent side. I can't remember where they were. I think they were like 6th or 7th at this time. I think they were like 5th and they were like 7th. But 2-1 win there. A very tight game, but some good performances from the sort of defensive side of things. Again, you see there's a few players missing and rotated in there. They're just, massively struggling. We then played Real Madrid. Now, I attempted to do this as live com, but then I noticed Barcelona and Sevilla coming up. And Barcelona, who are top of the league, and it's Barcelona, we're trying to overthrow them. But also, Sevilla are struggling a little bit, but are a good side. So I thought we had to do these two. But yeah, 3-3. We were 3-0 up in this game. We were 3-0 up against Real Madrid. Away from home against Real Madrid. We had a man sent off and actually then still scored the 3rd goal after that. 2-0 up, man sent off. Scored the goal, which was a very nitty-gritty goal. That last one, it was not pleasant. The other 2 were decent goals. Nemetria's especially. But then 77, 88, and 90th. And that 90th minute one especially, it was literally what we saw against Valencia. They were on the right-hand corner, and they just passed the ball. I think it was I can't remember. It was either to a defender or, it was a defender near like the 6-yard box. They pass it along. It actually goes to the striker, who then just taps it in the goal. It was just like, oh my god. Self-destruct, guys. Not great, but hey-ho. It was one of those games I wasn't expecting out. So, but to go 3-0 up and then lose it. Good thing. 0-0 in the next game. Bit of a weird one. We had some players that played really well, like Monchu was dominating things. Kuntemeskov had a really solid game with chances. We had 6 clear-cut chances, but 0-0. Bit of a shame. Now, I have slightly been tweaking the tactic in pretty much every game, trying different things, see what things are. In today's game, we have a slight tweak to it. I've created a new variant of it, of which I've just dropped the wing backs down into a kind of standard back four base. I want to see if this is just going to make us a little bit more solid. Hopefully not at the expense of going forwards. You know, we've used wing backs before, so hopefully it should be no issue. But yeah, I'm just trying to drop them back to a more conventional four at the back system, just to see if that helps us. But we'll see, obviously, things go. It's a tough game, realistically, to try it out. But we'll probably try it for the next 2 games, Sevilla and Barcelona. But this is our lineup then. Merchant goal with Carrera, Adebayo, Montero, Leto, Duric, Rico, Doyle, Lemaitre, Oscar, and Kuntemeskov. The thing I completely forgot about is lone players can't play against their parent club. And we've got Miranda, Monchu, and Sergio Gomez. Well, basically all 3 would have played in this game, I think. So, yeah, not ideal. But it is what it is, anyway. We're not going to win this game, so we'll just get into it. I am playing, obviously, Duric out of position a little bit, but he's a solid young player, so I'm kind of hoping, at the very least, he gives him game time. We don't really have anyone else. I'm already kind of missing a sub, I think. Yeah. We are, and I've got 2 injured players on the bench. We're literally just don't have a bench. We could bring on like a centre-back and a sub-goalkeeper. That's about it. Right, guys. Let's get into it. Now, obviously, before we do, thank you again for all your support, your likes, your comments. Obviously, as the series gets on, some people are going to sort of drift away and maybe come back to see it later on. So the views do drop down, but there are still tons of you involved. Please do keep dropping the comments. If you've got any little nicknames, any little stories for these players, please do drop them down below. I used to have quite a lot of them when we did like the Midland ARK series, like John Andrew and a few others. We're sort of dropping in some, I think Sam Wakefield did it a little bit, some sort of little background stories about players and things like that. And as I mentioned previously, we'll be doing region naming giveaways, and I will also just pick people that are doing little comments and heavily getting involved in the series to get yourself a regen, as well as obviously the Patreon side of things as well. But do keep getting involved down there. It's absolutely awesome, and I love chatting with you guys. It's just incredible. So please do keep that up. And I will have put a few comments during that little speech there of some of the recent comments on videos. Please do keep it up. And if you see your name up there, then drop it down below with another one, because you never know, you might get back up on a next video. But let's submit the team then, guys. How do you think we're going to do? You know, whilst you're down there doing your comment, you know, give it a pause, drop down. How do you think we're going to do? They've got Suarez, Messi. Don't even want to look at that. I'm just going to, yeah, don't look at it. That is just like filth. Just filth. Football Manager filth looking at that. Oh. I mean, Real Madrid was an interesting one. We've got nothing to lose here. Yeah, we've got nothing to lose. Just go out there, try and do your best, guys. We're at home, and we've seen before how big teams have come to our little tiny Andorran village, basically, and struggled. And you never know, maybe we can pull off an upset. Although, I was literally about to say, hopefully we're not going to concede during the first 3 minutes, as that ball went whistling past our post. But, that was a decent attempt at a ball out. Just kind of sadly, it got defended. Oh, Jesus. Got defended, and then Rico. I mean, I don't think we even need to go to VAR for that one, ref. I mean, I'll give it myself. I'll literally just take a penalty. Just have the penalty. We all know it's a penalty kick. Just take it. Oh, God, Rico just absolutely hacked him down there. I think with Dembele. It wasn't even dangerous, though. That's the thing. It wasn't even like in a dangerous position. Although I think he has given it. No one moved. I hate when it does that. No one moves. Messi in the bottom corner, obviously. 1-0 up then, 5 minutes. I mean, we didn't concede within the first 3 minutes, but the first 6 minutes we did. So that's good. Oh, keeper should probably have saved that, actually. He's got his hand to it. For a cheeky demand more early doors. Not ideal. Not ideal. But it's going to be just... This is a throwaway game. It's Barcelona. We're obviously missing a few key players. Yeah, we just... Yeah. I'm trying to not, like, say much about this. It's going to just don't get smashed, basically. But if we can grab a goal or something, that would be awesome. As yeah, he does manage to get forward here. Thinks it to Leto's coming in. Can he cross it? He does. There's Oscar. Come on, boys. Oscar's third goal of the season. Only playing because, obviously, Garcia can't play today. But come on, boys. Come on, boys. Now, obviously, there's massive areas of the team that we need to upgrade. Like Kuntemetsov is just not cut out for this division. He has an odd game where he does okay. Like in the last game, he had good chances. He was just unlucky that their keeper was absolutely flying. As Nemecha into the box here. Nemecha, oh, what is he doing? Why did he do that? Why not cut it back? He had tons of support there. That's promising though, guys. That is actually really promising. And we are level. We've got another chance here. Free kick. Oscar puts it in. Nemecha kind of lets it go over him and collects it back though. But it's surging back in the box here. Nemecha's trying to do it alone. It's cleared off the post. Oh, that was close, guys. We could have actually maybe got a goal there and taken a lead in half-time. 1-1 with Barcelona. And actually quite close on the stats, really. Actually, it's very close on the stats. It's very even. I mean, they've got a clear cut, but we've got 2 half chances. Looking at pass completion, similar way, just lacking a little bit. Tackles, one's a lot better for us, but we'll be making a lot more of them, as you can see. Headers, 1 is very weak. We're not winning headers. That is something we do need to look at, I think. I'm really trying to drum into it, and I think I'll do probably like a... Let me know in the comments if you want to see it. I might just do it anyway, guys, because I'm a little bit ahead of you, so I might not see it in the comments. But let me know for like future ones. I'm probably going to do like an end-of-season review just to go through and pick out where we specifically need to improve the team. That we're already going to know a few of them, but I kind of want to look into the nitty-gritty stats. If you've watched like things like what Second Year Like Hard does, I mean, I've done it in previous saves quite a while ago, but it's things that I just do off kind of camera. If you watch my streams, you probably saw me do it. Yeah, I'm just going to say there's nothing to lose one. I don't want to put pressure on these guys because it's Barcelona, for Christ's sake. I don't want to put pressure on them, but we're actually playing pretty decently here. Now, hopefully that's not going to make them just completely switch off in the second half as we let them scythe through there, which isn't great, but we have picked it up here with Oscar. We've got a few men forward. If you can pick someone out, one Oscar. Oh, he's tackled. Good tackle from Roberto there. We kind of won it back, but then lost it, although we've got it here now, so that's fine. Someone did mention in the comments about signing Barcelona player. I think it's called Fati, Ansu Fati. Who's like, Fati. Oh, hang on. Great ball. Come back to that. Oscar. Oh, it's saved. Cleared away. Oscar. Great opportunity from him there. Gonna go with the demand more. Yeah, I don't think he's playing, but he's on the bench there. You can see him. I literally have no opportunity to sign this guy. He was in the B team in our first season. And I think that's where you kind of was. And it's a bit of I think you're watching the series a bit behind people. But yeah, he literally was playing the first team games in that season as well. He played a few appearances. The second season, he was purely in the first team. He's worth like 40 odd million quid. There's no chance we can get him. So I know he's like a big wonder kid and all that. And he was technically in the B team. But yeah, it wasn't really as well. It was kind of more like just made available. You know, when you're in your first team, but you're not really using them too much. So you make them available for your B team. That's kind of what they're doing. So we had no way of getting that guy. So yeah, sorry to disappoint you on that one. But do keep the comments coming up though if you've got any other suggestions. Only a couple of seasons into it. So there is still plenty of players that you might obviously know, recognise and be able to suggest to us. As Messi going close there. De Jong. Ooh, slide tackle right in front of the keeper. That could have been dangerous. But we're still doing all right. It's still very even. Doyle with the ball here. Tries to whip it in. Defended. De Jong to bring it away now. Can we defend this one? Ball goes wide. Dembele taking on his man. Keeper saves. Thierry clears. It's hard to know because it's obviously a really tough game to kind of base the little tactical tweak we've made with the wing backs. Whether it's working out. Why is he diving in there? Do not give away another penalty. Why? Why are you doing that? He's on the edge of the box, man. God's sake. This was also kind of annoying with FM, and I'll be honest with you. The decision making of like the SI, it's like, yes, you've told him to get stuck in, let's say, or mark or tackle harder. Come on, keeper. You were close to the last one. Literally just walked in. So gutting. Should have played alright as well. But in real world, in that situation, would you dive in twice? Like, he dived in and then got up and then got stuck into him again. Like, yes, you've been told to do that, but you're not being told to do it on the edge of your box when the literally opposition are doing nothing to you. Oh, and there he is. He's the fatty guy putting the ball in. Did it? Fended out. Messi. Coutinho. Oh, look at the players they've got, guys. Can't believe he even thought for a second that we could do anything in this match, to be honest. Montero to Rico, though. We have got the ball. Maybe it can be a chance for us. It's a great ball forward. Kuntemeskov, this is your moment. Oh dear. It's not your moment. But it is a chance, nonetheless. It was a chance. I'll do a demand more again. You can't really blame the poor lad for missing that one. Kristovic, we might bring him on, to be honest. See if he can be a hero for us. Juric, even though he's giving away that penalty, he's playing a 7, so he's actually doing alright, to be honest. Defense struggling a little bit. Wing backs on the right hand side struggling a little bit, but just don't have people ready to bring on in this game. We're really just struggling. Might bring. I think I'm gonna put Doyle into here, and I think Rico, and we'll bring in Zukic in that box-to-box role. Couple of little changes there, just a bit of fresh legs more than anything. Oh, hang on, has he just been sent off? No, guess we're warning. Maybe I should. I might have to think about that one. That's a good interception, though. That's another good ball for Kuntemeskov. He's through. He must score. No. Oh, if you don't laugh, you'll cry, guys. Oh, my God. That looked harder to miss than to score. We've got a free kick, though. We've got a free kick. Oscar on the free kick. Oh, that is a good effort from him. Forces Ter Stegen into a save. Still got the ball, although it has gone out. But we're doing decently well here. We're actually, I think, up here. We've got 3 clear-cut chances each. I'll say show some passion, but, I mean, it's really harsh to be having a go at the guys after this one. But it's also, I mean, look at the bookings. But it's also kind of unfair that I think we're not getting something out of this. That kind of 2 penalties. They've had 2 penalties to win this match. I mean, they've not won it yet, obviously, but Zukic on the ball here. It's going to be tough for us to get into this now. They're obviously going to have their backs up with the lead, but if we can get the ball back here, you never know. There's a couple of minutes to play. Maybe we can surprise a last-minute goal. Usually it's us that concede them, but maybe we can inflict it on someone. The area. Oh, that was poor. Our passing sometimes is what... See, it's just self-implosion, self-destruction. Sometimes we just bring it on ourselves, we just implode, and that's going to be it, guys. 2-1 defeat to Barcelona. Not the end of the world. We had 15 shots, 6 on target. We had 3 clear-cut chances and 4 half chances. I mean, and we hit the wood for 3 times, and twice Kuntemeskov was 1-on-1 with the keeper, which obviously will be 2 of the clear-cut chances, but they scored and won off 2 penalty kicks. So, I mean, it's not really, but it's kind of an FM. But, oh, so close, guys. So close. I'm really good about that one. I mean, this is the thing. You get built up by like how it's going, and then you like obviously lose, but then you forget that it's Barcelona, for Christ's sake. Barcelona. I'm going to say unlucky, boys, because we actually give them a good game there. But Sevilla for the next game then, it's going to be another tough one. But we'll give it a try, see what we do. They are struggling a little bit in the league. And if you look at the league right now, we are 13th, but it is super tight. It is super tight, realistically, top to bottom. You know, this middle gap here between the 2 boxes is just really tight. So, like, 1 win can just fly you up, and 1 loss can just fly you down. So, if we can maybe go take Sevilla on, who are directly below us, if we were able to get the win, which I think we're the 16-pointer, that's 19 points. That puts us like 8th, 9th position, potentially. So, it can just fly you up the league. But it's going to be a tough game. I'll see you in a second. Here we are, guys, then, for the second game of today's episode. And it's not looking as good as it was previously because Sevilla won their game that they were playing. So they're now actually a few places above us. But if we can win, then we can at least pull ahead a little bit. And to be honest, what I'm realistically trying to aim for is just trying to comfortably, hopefully, stay in this division. I just don't want to be fighting sort of this bottom 5 sort of area. I'd like to be 15 to 12 would be ideal, and do it with, a decent amount of games in hand, not be kind of completely dragged into this to the last couple of games. That'd be awesome. And then we've got loads of money, hopefully, then built up from the season that we can go and invest into facilities, because every time, basically, we've got the option to increase the training and youth facilities, I will do so. They're still both getting done at the minute, so I can't ask for it again, as you can see here, but the training facilities are not far away. Just after Christmas, that'll be done, so then we can ask for it, hopefully, in the new year, and get the next set underway. It's going to start costing a lot more money, but we're still at a stage where we're not massively, huge expenditure, so hopefully we can kind of balance that. But I do want to try and get that increased. As you can see, they're still below average and basic, so I really want to try and get these up to at least kind of like 3-star sort of facilities within the next sort of few years. But yeah, so that's kind of the goals there. But I'm not obviously I'm not thinking, oh, it's first season, let's go and try and get in Europe. Not at all. Basically, this season is just survive. Next season, bring in a few more reinforcements, a few more upgrades for certain players, especially striker. Massive upgrade needed there. Shadow striker, maybe goalkeeper, sort of areas where we need them, and then try and target maybe sort of this area, definite top 10. And then the season after that, we want to be in Europe. And this is why it's going to start taking a lot more harder to grind out than the first few seasons. But anyway, team lineup then, we've had obviously our Barcelona players come back in, but we've got Muric, who have extended his loan deal, so he's here for longer. I'm kind of hoping we get an improvement on him come in, and hopefully a permanent deal, and then we'll move Muric to be our backup goalkeeper, basically. Correa, Adebayo, Montero, Leto, Monchu, Rico, Doyle, Oscar Gomez, and Mecha us up front. We have made it to a deep line forward, not sure if I told you about that in the last one, but I'm just trying to see if that works a little bit better with the 2 shadow strikers. If they sort of come deep, bring the defender, and then the 2 shadow strikers bomb past them. But anyway, Sevilla. They won the last game, like I said, so that's a shame. As I was kind of hoping they wouldn't do. And they'd be on like a bad run of form and could try and take advantage of it. But, it is what it is. I say, good luck, lads. Go pull an upset off. And let's go see what happens, guys. Very excited for this. We are at home again. Oh, come on. We could do with a win here. The thing is, we are going to have runs with defeats in them. There's a lot of good teams in this division, and we aren't one of them. But I just hope that we can have, say, a little bit bad run, and then we can pick up a win, sort of here and there, just to keep the morale up, just to keep players all right. We have started off really well with chances there. I kind of feel like we need to go for a get creative. We need a few more on target. Lumps it forward here, but Mecha should have picked that one up easily, but he kind of just limped over his head. I don't know what his heading's like. I thought it was decent, actually. But Thierry down this flank, dives in. There's Leto, takes a touch, shoots. Oh, he's hit the post. Hit the post. So unlucky not to score on that one. But we have started off very brightly here, guys. Just not converting them, though. We've had 11 shots, 2 on target, and they've had nothing so far. But we've just not created, obviously, gilt-edged chances by the looks of it. Apart from that one for Leto, but Gomez in the box here. Someone dives in. It's Demecha, and he scores. Lucas Demecha had a bit of a dive into the player there. Looked a bit dodgy, but, let's see it again. You can sort of see that the ball kind of goes forward here. Gomez gets tackled, but then Demecha just goes flying in, then instantly pops back up. Don't know how he does that. And then puts it past the keeper. But we are 1-0 up here, boys. And this has so far been a really good performance from us. I'm going to say get creative again. We're absolutely dominant in terms of the chances. Hopefully, I'm not going to say all that and I'm going to concede because that'd be really annoying. Good clearance. Get it away. Get it away, boys. Monchu, Thierry. Not the greatest of clearances, but can we push them a bit further? We are kind of pushing them back. Come on, keep going, keep going, keep going. Come on. Close them down. Oh, we've left him a bit of space there for Brian. He's coming in the box. Oh, that is too easy. That's literally their first shot. Oh, my days. We were closing down pretty well, but left him a bit of space in behind, and then we just couldn't block the cross. No one tracked the runner. And De Boer there makes his first goal of the season. That was literally their first shot. That is just... I hate when that happens, guys. Oh, we've been so good as well, but Leto bursting. Can we score? Go on, Leto. Oh, why? Why? Please, the love of God game, make the wing-backs cross the ball. Why would you go so far before crossing it? It makes no sense. No sense at all. Oh dear, but look at this though. Look at this. 13 shots. Only 3 on target, which isn't great. We've had hit the work from Leto's shot, but they've had 1 and scored it. Great pass completion, great tackles won. Ed is still struggling a little bit. I'm going to passionately say we have been the better teams. Keep doing what you're doing, guys. I mean, yeah. There's a lot more to come for you. Just to G them up, motivate them for the second half. But if we can keep this up into the second half, then I feel like we can do it. I'm going to give them a demand more, though. There's a few players aren't performing. Gomez in particular. Which is disappointing, because he's obviously one of our main men. He's been a little bit quiet. I really expected a lot more from him, to be honest, but he has been a bit quiet. I'm going to go demand more. What could change? What could change? I'll bring Oscar off, and we'll bring Kuntimetsov on. I think we'll also bring Mora on, going back after his injury spell. We'll make those couple of changes for now, I think. See what happens. There is a highlight. We'll see how this highlight plays out, and I might maybe tweak the tactic a little bit. As Leto coming down. Rico goes into Gomez. Doyle. Lemaitre. Could be a passing play from us. Goes to Mora, the sub. Tries to get in, tries to cross, but it's blocked. But Monchu picks it up. He crosses it. That's what I want the wing-backs to do. That is what I want the wing-backs to do. Just cross the ball, and we'll score. Come on, boys. There's Dementia. He does try and cross, to be fair to him, but Monchu picks it up, beautifully puts it in on a play, and to be fair, kind of unlucky, because Demetskov was stood behind him, so it kind of almost fell to Kun to score, and break his kind of little bad run of form with goals. I am just going to have a little look at things here. I think work ball into box, that's fine. I tried putting on a low crosser for a couple of games. I don't know, it just didn't see, we had a bit of a bad spell, but then I don't know, was it because of that? It is really hard when you're chopping and changing things to know what exactly is working. Do let me know in the comments if you're finding any particular things are really good at the minute. But whip crosses, I would prefer to go to these because we're not great in the air, but the mix does vary up a bit. I think whipped might be better just to try and at least they might make a mistake and put it in their own net particular. I think what I do want to do though is tell these, oh no, I didn't mean to click on him. Go to the tactics and tell, why can't I not look at my normal? That's weird. Tell these guys not to do it from byline, but I can't. It's locked. Okay. Okay, so I can't change that when they're on wing back. I do want you to get high up, but then I almost want you also not to do that. I'm sure you could change that before. Maybe you couldn't. I don't know. Attack. Non-support you can. Overlap. But we really need the width for them, so I kind of don't want to take it off attack. But I'm going to go in support. Just say more often. But so crossing from deeper areas in the pitch. We'll go from deep instead. We'll go centre. We'll just try it for this final little bit of the game. Just see if we get any more out of them. Yeah, we'll just see. We'll go centre as well. Just see if we get anything more out of them in terms of crossing. That's my one thing of this tactic. I really just want to see more crosses out the guys. Set piece, not great there. On my set pieces, I've changed it slightly to when we're attacking, have a couple more men sort of back defending it a little bit. But also when they're having, when sort of we're defending the corners, to have 2 men up because we're conceding goals anyway for them. So we might as well have players up so that we maybe be able to counter. Ooh, Kuntimet's got a great little steal there. Oh, we've got players forward here. Kun, go on, go for it. It's about time he did it. Oh dear, that must be like his third one-on-one we've seen in this episode today. And finally he's buried it. But that's a great little steal from him. Pushing on the box then. To be fair, he had support up for him. with Nemecha, but goes alone and scores it. Bottom corner, really good finish for a guy obviously not in superb form, but maybe he'll hit a bit of form now. I think if we can get Kuntamov to score firing, then we can be all right. But Gomez, Mora, what can he do here? Monchu goes into Doyle. Doyle shoots. Oh, he's hit the post. Oh, we just weren't following up. And then Leto just heads it out of play randomly. But we finished off really well. I mean, this game we've actually played really good, to be honest. And we finished the game a little bit more positive. I am tempted to push ahead with maybe just tweaking the old fullbacks onto support, but kind of doing the same things, but maybe deeper. Just, I don't know, I want them to be going forward, but I want them to do like Monchu did in that second goal and cut it back. They just seem to just run to the box and then it goes out of play. I see so many highlights like that. But that was a really good performance, passionate. No one gives a chance there, boys. We did win. Come on. Humbling defeat. Kuntamov, of course, ends his goal drought then. So that was 11 hours of competitive football. Ooh, boy. But Nemecha with 2 goals there. Superb in front of goal. Excellent things. Was it 2 goals? I thought someone else got that first one. Who got those? Was it? Yeah. Yeah, it was. I thought someone else got that first one for a sec. Don't know why, but it did. Anyway. Great result, 3-1, and that keeps us then in sort of that hunt. Yeah, 12th place, doing pretty good. We're doing where I want to be, basically, and I think it's going to be an interesting season for sure. But like I say, if we can keep doing this, you know, we have a little bit of an iffy spell, and then we pick up a win. A little bit of an iffy spell, pick up a win. That's all we need to do. We just keep picking up wins here and there, then I think we'll be fine. You know, if we can try and push that I think 40-point mark, maybe 30, 40 points, I'm not sure. How many on right now? So we're currently on 19, so we're on about almost 20 points for halfway mark. I think we can keep pushing that. I mean, Granada are on 3 points, so that's kind of bottom place wrapped up. But the next guys, look at this. 1 point separating 15th to 19th. And that is how tight it is. Everybody is beating everybody in this division, and it's really hard. So I think we definitely need about 40 points to try and stay up this term. So we're about halfway there. So if we can keep that up, then we're actually on kind of course for it. Now, we've got some tough games. Villarreal coming up. Sociedad, Villarreal, Madrid. That's going to be tough. But yeah, we're probably going to come back in a decent spell somewhere around here. Maybe for these games, something like that. But either way, guys, hope you're enjoying it. If you have, please smash the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you next time for the next one.